You're watching a segment of The Splash, Greater West Bloomfield's news magazine show. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Splash. I am your host, Jonathan Jackson, and my guest on the show this week is Coach Ron Bellamy from the West Bloomfield Lakers. Coach, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. So, Coach, tell me a little bit about yourself. Are you here from West Bloomfield or in the Michigan area?
No, I'm actually from New Orleans, Louisiana. When I was in high school, my parents and I, I was recruited as a student athlete, played football. Okay. And my parents and I decided that the University of Michigan was the best fit from an academic and athletic standpoint. So it was a no-brainer for me to pack up my bags, leave the South, the warm weather, and head up to the Midwest. And for myself, I was blessed and had an opportunity to play professional football for a few years. And
yeah, with the Lions.
Yeah. I started off in Miami, then I went to Baltimore, and I ended up in Detroit. My wife's from Bloomfield Hills, so it was our connections are here. A lot of our friends are here. So moving back to Michigan, it wasn't a tough decision to make. Plus, she's the boss, so I kind of have to,
That's right.
Follow suit.
Keep the wife happy.
Oh, yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah,
right?
That's what they say, yeah.
But, too, I mean, when you moved up here and you started with West Bloomfield High School, you were an assistant coach for the football team, then eventually became head coach in 2010. You've been doing that now for 6 years. What would you say has changed the most since you started till now?
I think the culture of our school has changed. We have a great administration team, Mr. Watson, Mr. Pierce, our athletic director, Mr. Pace, and Dr. Hoffert. They're great, and the school spirit is all-time high. I think, we were able to retain a lot of our kids in our school district. You look at a lot of our kids, they were going to the private schools, and those schools were winning state championships at the time. I know when I first started. I think another factor was myself not being in the building. I was working on pursuing my master's in education at Wayne State University, so I wasn't in the building, so I couldn't build those relationships I think it takes to take a team to the next level. But now I'm in the building. We have a great support staff. We've, since that time, we started a youth football organization, the West Bloomfield Lions. So those kids feed right into the high school, the middle schools and the high school. So it's just great for our West Bloomfield community. I'm grateful and I'm happy, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, you have a big responsibility, of course, as the coach, not only teaching these players physically, but you also want to keep them, mentally active as well. And is that an important part to academics as well?
Oh, without question. I tell the kids, everyone's goal is to make the NFL, and the acronym for most people, the NFL stands for National Football League, but for former players, it's not for long. And,
that's right.
And you have to have something to fall back on. And that's the biggest thing with our kids is you're a student athlete. Student comes before the word athlete. And, without grades, one, you can't play college ball. And two, when that college career is over with, what is your next move? What is your next step? You have to have a plan. You have to have a foundation to fall back on.
That's right.
And it's a decision that the kids have to make. We're trying to teach them to be young men, young women. And, honestly, they're our future. Yeah. These are the next, doctors, lawyers, politicians, husbands, fathers. So we have to kind of set the tone for them and do things the right way and give them a lot of motivation.
And what a better start than here at West Bloomfield High School,
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And, I mean, as the coach, too, you guys have had a pretty successful season so far. You're 3-2. One game we had a couple of hard time with Harrison. It was a bit of a blowout. But, this last game, the homecoming game, was a really good one. So tell me, what are you most looking forward to in the rest of the season? What do you guys really want to work or focus on?
We take it one game at a time. Our goal is to just continue to get better. We lost 29 seniors last year. 11 of those 29 seniors are playing college football as we speak. So we lost a ton of talent, a ton of knowledge, experience. But, we have a younger group. We do have some great senior leadership. We take it one game at a time. That's all we can control is our preparation for that particular week. And just try to, focus on the task at hand and get better every day.
Yeah, and you've had a successful career as the coach, too. I mean, in those 6 years you've been here, you've even been awarded, what was it, the coach of the...
two-time regional coach of the year.
That's right, coach of the year. I mean, so already you're doing great work over there, and we appreciate that, yeah. But also, too, can you talk to us a little bit about the games themselves? Like, I know they're recorded through WBLD 89.3, the Lakes, All New Lakes FM, and that's a great radio station. Have you ever been part of that or gotten an interview with that?
Absolutely. The guys come pregame. They talk to me pregame. We talk about our, pregame things, preparation for the week, injuries, what to look forward to, different things like that. And usually, some of the boys, some of our players participate in it. at the end of our games, to culminate the game, they come and do a post-game interview.
Perfect. Yeah.
It's a pretty cool thing for our kids. And I think, one, it kind of gets the community more involved with what we're doing. And two, honestly, it prepares our kids. I think it's important to put them in positions to public speaking. I think that's one of the things that, kids don't get a lot of preparation for in high school. But, 89.3 and different things like that, that allow the kids to kind of work on some of the skills that they're going to have to develop in college.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, better way through the radio, through the football. There are many programs over at the high school that they can get involved in.
Absolutely.
And that's all that matters.
Yes.
So. Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining me today. I appreciate this interview, and I hope you had a good time as well. And we hope to see more from you and the guys later this season. I know there's plenty more games left.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, and go Lakers.
Not a problem. Yeah. Once again, everybody, Coach Ronald Bellamy over with the West Bloomfield Lakers. Remember, you can catch the games every Friday night on WBLD 89.3, the all-new Lakes FM, and, of course, support our Lakers. Go Lakers. All right. Thanks for watching a segment of The Splash. To catch the entire show or other segments, watch us on Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T Channel 99. Or look us up online at thesplash.tv and listen to us on WBLD 89.3, the all-new Lakes FM.